Right, now this is working totally differently. We're not using paint as such, we're using markers. And the first thing you have to do is wet down your paper. So take your little sprayer and wet down your paper. Not too saturated. Damp off any areas where there's, a lot of puddles and things. Just make sure it's damp enough. Now we're going to be drawing with the markers. Now we're using acid-free copy papers, so it may wrinkle a bit, but I think it's all to the good. So there's a nice variety of colors here, very bright. I'm continuing with the image I had before, and I'm seeing a few areas that aren't very damp yet. So not too damp, but not too dry either. Okay, so black. And I'm going to start just with an outline of her face. So I'm just drawing. Now this will probably look a little bit more like her since I'm tracing. Remember to do this from the same angle. In other words, don't shift your position when you're doing this or you're going to have problems with printing. Okay. Now you don't have to whisper, you can talk if you want to. Okay, so this is going to be fast and dirty again because it's just a demonstration, right? So it's not like my best work. And chin line. And her nice hair. She's got sort of a, what did we call it? The Cleopatra hair?
Nefertiti.
Nefertiti?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, and just a few little details on the ears. Oh. I think we're all, whoops, forgot one eyebrow. Okay, we're putting that in. Now, maybe this lighter orange for some of these tones. I'm going to use the side of my pen here, and we're just going to swipe some color on there. And again, it's like before, with your brushes, you can alter the color by putting another color on top. But don't forget, this is a water-based, and it will smear a little bit, so. Okay. Maybe we'll give her some eyeshadow or something. Just to, a little bit underneath there. And you can also take away, if you don't like it, you can take it away. Maybe a little blue under the lips, under the nose, for shadows. And we're just going to do her hair blue, maybe blue and green. What do you think? Huh? You got it. Well, we could do purple. Aren't people putting green and purple and orange in their hair nowadays?
Yeah, we do.
Yeah, they do.
Look at Joan.
Oh,
She's got blue in her hair.
have you got blue in your hair, Joan?
I do.
Lovely.
Beautiful. Highlights.
I don't have to do too much with my hair. It just sort of does its own thing. It has its own colors. And maybe a few green highlights.
Your hair is so healthy.
And around this little jewelry thing, I'm just going to add some dark, and we'll leave some of the areas white. So almost finished. Just going to do her neckline, wherever the light's hitting, here over the, and the forehead a little bit, and the chin where the light's coming from. And then we're going to do a little bit of background. We will do a purple background. I'm just going to do mark making every which way. The purple will set off the skin tones. I think we just lost a nose. Oh well, I can wipe that or put it back in. Okay. And it's just fast and furious, and hopefully our paper is still reasonably moist. Obviously on my own I would take more time and, you know, do some lovely details and all this stuff, but this is a demonstration and that's all it is.
Sybille,
Okay, we're gonna put the nose back in, yes.
can you re-wet the paper if it gets damp
Yes,
before
yes.
you print?
I think so,
Thank
you should. And you'll find if it doesn't print very well, then we're just gonna take our shot here. And everything should show up. If it doesn't, then take it back, re-wet that area of the paper. Oh, I have these interesting wrinkles.
Can you wet from behind?
Yes, why not? Yeah. Again, just make sure that it's just damp and not too wet. And I probably have to do a little bit more. Whoops, watch yourself that you don't rip the paper like I just did. But, ooh, so obviously I have some work to do on the neck. It's still damp. And I'll just work on that in a few minutes. Okay, it's all up to you.
It's all up to you.
These paints blob. They don't actually.
They don't actually what?
Paint. They just sit there with little blobs.
Oh no. Yeah, I'm finding they're a bit blobby too.
Mm-hmm. That's why we have a wet.
Where's that yellow, orange?
Did you put this lid on, Zoe?
No, I never touched
Probably
that
my
one.
husband did.
I didn't touch it.
Help! 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 Oh, there we go. Thanks. That was on there.
I might have to add more water
Mm-hmm.
because it might be drying too fast. Okay. Do a quick print. Let's see what I've got here. Okay, I'm spraying it with water again because I'm dabbing it a bit with paper. I think it dried too much. So I'll put it on and see what happens. And then I'm going to use the brayer. Would you mind passing me the brayer? Thank you. And I think there's an error here actually because of the water transference. Again, the print is taking control of the drawing under it.
How's it going?
We're gonna peel it up. It's gonna be the.
Careful, 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 because the paper rips really, really easily.
Thank you for that help.
Okay.
Oh yeah, see it.
Oh, beautiful. Yeah.
But how do I get the extra paint off her face? You see?
I think what it is what it is. So
Can I dab it just a tiny?
you can try. Yeah.
Okay, where's the water? I'll use a brush and try to just.
The paper is extremely fragile, and I don't think you can really take anything off. It just is what it is. Yeah. You can try damping it off.
I'll just try.
Now last night what I was doing is I was actually spraying the plate and we had some really interesting results. But I think
Oh.
it's better to do the paper to make sure the paper's not too wet. It reactivates the marker. And if you want to do a final layer, you can actually go back to the acrylic and then put another layer on in the acrylic, right? But I would just do a very light tone, of course.
Do you have white acrylic? Is there any white acrylic?
Yes, the one you were using.
Oh, the
Yep.
folk art.
Yep.
I think I'll try dabbing a teensy bit of that, and just to correct.
Yep. I had a white Posca pen, but I don't know what happened to it.
Oh, do you guys have
The
the
Garbunis stole it.
orange plate? The tiny orange plate.
There you go.
Thank you. The mixing palette.
Yep. That makes
Thank
I'll
you.
write for
Very
you.
helpful.
Running out now.
Okay. I'll just see if it's possible to lift this up.
You can use the plates as well, the ones I've given you, the plexiglass plates for that.
It behaved exactly like watercolors. They just take off and go where they want.
Yes.
Yeah,
That's the joy of them,
does
right?
that.
Yeah.
Well, that's one way of describing it.
But it's always got a good track there because the possibility of painting, you know, everything is still lined up in registration, so you can.
Registration. Okay, let's just do one more print over.
Yes.
A little white. Let's see if it lifts up some of that darker, too dark color.
It might do, yeah. Again, make sure it's not too thick, otherwise it'll blob.
Okay, trying anyway.
Oh, I have another layer to put on here, don't I? I will do it.
Sprayer, sprayer them. Go ahead. Thank you. Okay, hang on one sec. I'll just take this one off. So hopefully it works this time. Not so much.
Well, she's in shadow, right? So it's. What I would do is wait for that to dry totally and then do it.
And then I could actually just paint some.
You could try painting, but I
Wait
would
for it to dry. I'm going to do that.
wait for it to dry.
Follow your instructions there.
Now you can take it off at this point, the tape.
Okay, I'll just give it 1 second to
Yeah,
dry because it's too wet and
yeah.
I might muck it.
Oh
with my
yes,
fingers.
and the paint will, or the paper will tear off the tape
Yes, I'll
too.
let the paper dry. And
Yeah.
Just be patient.
So we're gonna take a break. Yeah.
And I just love this. This is great stuff.
It's so painterly, isn't it?
I'm
you
just
know,
thrilled.
You're actually painting again on the plate, and that's what I like about it.
Oh, wow. Poor thing.
Cool.
Nice.
Is orange.
It's what?
She says, I'm peach.
So I'm going to try the transfer once more. I have a nice image. I'm trying different paints to see what transfers better than other things. They're all dark. They're supposed to be dark. And rolling in a circular motion here. And just to make sure it's incorporated. Rearing off. I'm going to place this image, and it's probably this is the Architectural Digest. There we go. Maybe that will work. And we need a new piece of paper on there. It's okay. I've got it. Because this is going to be a one-off print, I seriously doubt we need to flip it back and forth. I know this takes time, that it has to activate the ink that's on the photograph. They're running? Is there a word that is such a thing? No.
You know, layers of color.
Is it on there? Ooh.
Starting with that
I'm starting to see things. I think we'll just leave it a little bit more. Okay, so I think we have something.
Oh.
There we are. I can see it on the plate. And now we just need to print it. Now there's two ways of working with this. You can print it directly because the paint is still wet, or you can let it dry totally, and that takes about an hour or two with open paints. So we could have gone back for a very long tea, then come back, and then you put another layer of color on top, and it will pick up that bottom color layer, right? It'll pick up everything. But we're not going that route right now. We're just going to print what's on there and hope for the best that it will lift up. If not, then it will probably have enough left over so that I can put paint on it when it's totally dry. It looks not too bad so far. And I think we can still, yeah, the features are a little obscure. I'm going to wait. You can see the image on the plate. So what I'm going to do is let it dry. And then print it again with that second layer. This is a good opportunity to do that second layer now. So you've got your image on there. Maybe use another piece of paper on top to weigh it down a little bit. Any of your copy papers will do. And really give it lots of weight. And I'm not sure thicker paint will do it, right? So a good layer, but not too thick. Yeah. And then we'll just hope for the best. If not, we'll make a nice print out of it. Not a loss. Be ready with your feathers and your bubble wrap and your whatever. That'll rescue just about anything.
Okay. Oh, and there's tatting too if you want to play.
Yes, of course, yeah.
That's yours.
Well, yeah, but,
I don't want to get paint on it.
well, they were sacrificed. These are things that were sticking on
I
those.
should say that Joan does beautiful tatting. You want to hold one of those up for the camera? It's a lost art, and she does just a gorgeous job.
Gorgeous. It's
And sacrificing one of these is almost sacrilege.
That's
Yes.
If you want a frame.
Yes, okay, a frame would be nice, yeah.
Oh, come on. That's why it's there. Come on. If I didn't want you to do it, I wouldn't have brought it.
It's all in the name of art.
It is. Whoever he is.
You had an image ready, right? Yeah, okay. Yeah, so maybe tear that smaller a little bit so it fits your plate and your feather too. Yeah, okay, just do it over top, sure. Yeah, the feather will block out some of it. Just
okay.
make sure it's not in a critical area like her face. You don't know until you print it, actually.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. It looks like some of it transferred. Yeah.
The white part on her dress, I think, has, but
Yeah. So Zoe's got the darn, but you could use either your roller or your hand on the back. Look at that. Hey. Nice. All right. We have a transfer.
we have a fold.
No.
No. Put your paper on it and see if you got a transfer of the image. Okay. And then
Find out.
where there's give it some love. Don't forget to pull up a corner at some point. See if anything is happening. Yep, those muscles, all those workout muscles, the way that you've been practicing with. Oh gosh. Yeah. All right. Peek. Let's peek it.
Well, I've got blue paint. I've got feathers. Come on, face.
Let's hope for the face. Did you get a face?
No face, just feathers.
Just the feathers.
Just
Oh,
feathers.
darn.
That's it. But I could work into this print once it's a little
Yes,
drier
now you can,
and
for
add
sure.
another layer
Yep.
of color.
What you can do is block it out with another stencil and just put other stuff on top. And that will keep your nice blue color. Okay.
I could do some, I could put the feathers down again.
In a different spot. Yep.
And staying with the theme of feathers.
Yep. And remember, not too much paint. Just enough to kiss the plate.
Oh, I think I kissed a little too enthusiastically.
Yeah, you put the plastic wrap down if you want a little bit more texture, right? It's like
Yeah.
a stencil in a way. And then the last thing you do is print.
I decided to try it once
Okay.
with the turkey feather.
Yes, what happens is it blocks out. You put different color on there, right? So it will show up the turquoise color.
Mm-hmm. Let's see what happens here. Might try it next time.
Okay, you do have to take the plastic off before you print. Now try it again. Okay. Okay.
Whoa.
Yeah. See?
What is it? It's lovely, but
Well, it's your feathers.
I really like the turkey feather.
Mm-hmm.
I think I'll reprint doing the turkey feather again.
Okay. So we've given up on transfers, have we? It's okay. It's
Mine
okay.
didn't. Yeah, mine didn't.
No, it's it could be too warm in here, and there could be any number of maybe too dry.
Oh, I see. Oh, wow.
It could be a moisture problem. I can try this one, and we'll see what happens. All right.
I'm going to.
I would print a ghost print of that, Joan. Would take off the doily.
Ghost print.
Yes.
I should do ghost print.
That's good. Yep, you should do a ghost print. Fluorescent.
Sybille. Ah, Sybille, a ghost print.
Iridescent. Yes, beautiful.
I really like that ghost print.
Yes, I do too. Yeah. Sometimes ghost prints are the best. And that turned out really well. Yeah.
Awesome.
It's amazing.
Yeah.
That is
That is gorgeous.
see, printmaking is wonderful surprises.
Yeah. Well, our plate's dried now, I think. Feels pretty good. I'm going to just put white on it. We're going to reactivate that layer. And I will just sprayer off some of the extra. And here's hoping that this one will, the image is on the plate. It was very, visible. You don't want too much ink on this layer, activating layer. Too much and you don't see any of the image, right? So, okay, here goes. And then I'm just going to wait. You can listen to Josh's nice music, and we're just going to wait a bit because it's important to let that top layer activate the bottom layer. And if we're really, really lucky, we'll get something. It's coming. Sort of. We're getting all the ink off. Oh yes, there it is. It worked. Let's put on here and you'll see the eyes? We have magnificent eyes. So it's possible. Architectural dye just works. And well, it's been quite a session. And I was so happy to have Zoe and Joan here with me today. We had so much fun. And we did a lot of crazy stuff. And probably have to do it again pretty soon again. So thanks for watching, and we'll see you again another time. And don't forget to like and subscribe. Bye for now.